Hello everyone, Hawky here, back with another sort of Convallaria video. The AGATA'S ASTRAL imprint has just released on the CN version, and just wanted to see how CN are testing it out. So it does increase the HP, and for every 2 squares of movement and charge, damage and penetration damage increased by 4%, 5 stacks, maximum 20% there. And yeah, so they're trying out 1 to 5 stars when jumping over gully. The squares isn't included, teleportation doesn't count. After using an instant skill, the distance will be reset. Okay, so Agatha's charge attack doesn't calculate it, and instant support and healing, the GRU will be calculated from the position, so they both will be reset. And then they're using Fools, and with a special Astral Imprint and Newborn, Crystal Burst / Hourglass, no engravings, max talents, bond stars. Okay, max level 12-7. Follow Agatha. Use the main character to use the movement and the march command. After moving, use Feast on the right side. Direct damage and trait, no critical hits. It's on 5-star though. Okay, and then the damage was, so that's Newborn plus Crystal Burst, 15k. Newborn plus Hourglass, 15k. Pretty much no difference, even though there's like bit of HP, bit of attack difference. And with the special Astral Imprint, it looks like it does need to be 4 or 5 stars with at least 3, 4, 5 layers. So what this means is 6, 8, 10 movement to like be higher than this our base. And I just wanted to test out the space. It's very interesting that the Astral Imprint isn't really that much better than like the base, right? But was this the best way to build Agatha? I do have engravings on mine, but I don't have 5 stars, so maybe that does equal out a bit. The Woven Awakening 20% versus Woven Awakening 15. I don't know. And he has more stats with like rank 13 and everything. So anyway, I'll jump into 12-17 and do a bit of a comparison with mine versus theirs. Hopefully I don't get any crits. Oh man, I'm gonna get tired hearing that howl, right? So what was it, the move, and then the march command, and then stand by. I mean, it doesn't really make much of a difference for us because we're not using the special imprint. Okay, hit a crit. Let me restart. Okay, if this one doesn't have crit, let's move attack and then we'll check the stats as well of both Agatha and the boss, because we've got the sword and wand, right? The Agatha, we're at almost 11k HP. Yep, so 11k 5386 pretty much. And what's the boss damage at? Okay, so that's 15k and 58. Actually, this is pretty much the same as theirs, right? With Hourglass. Like, difference of like, what, 50 points of damage. That's really close. And let's double check the same as, if this is the same for, so this was Hourglass, right? I'm going to test that with my Crystal Burst as well. It does have the sword and wand here, so pretty interchangeable. I wonder if my damages and everything is going to be the same, because theirs was pretty much the same as well. But hopefully I don't crit this time.
Thank you.
The march command, stand by, and then feast from this position. Don't crit. Okay, no crit, nice. And what are our stats? The 12k and 4985 there for the attack. And the boss's stats, 102314. That's 1557. That's literally the same damage, so okay, literally no difference between my equips there. Okay, I'm going to double check, because remember some people like doing the pentacle for extra HP. So I'll do Newborn Crystal Burst with double pentacle. just to like sort of test the damage, and maybe this one would give her like more HP, so like extra piercing damage at the end and everything. Yeah, definitely something we do want to also compare and like sort of standardize Agatha's damage. So we'll do the feast. Oh man, we got the crit. Okay, no crit this run, right? So we'll go here and feast from the back again. Alright, and let's check her stats. Yeah, definitely a lot more HP, bit lower attack, and let's see our damage. Okay, definitely a lot less damage, so 14,621. And I guess another thing to keep in mind is these bosses have that advanced immunity, reducing the percentage taken damage by 95%. So, you know, Agatha with her piercing damage here. Actually, never mind, doesn't get affected by that. So I guess the main difference is this last hit piercing damage is increased by the Astral Imprint. I mean, it is better. But would it be better when Agatha has all the buffs? But I guess with Newborn, you're getting like more attack stats compared to this Astral Imprint, which gives you more HP. And you're getting the damage and penetration, like this penetration damage is more unique. And then you'll be able to get like other attack buffs. I don't know. We might need to wait until we get the Astral Imprint to maybe test Agatha on like with her full potential with like a whole team. So what was the conclusion from this? Total damage is lower than Newborn. Yeah, 4 stacks. Regardless of the weapon slot with the Astral Imprint or Newborn, carrying attack equipment such as Hourglass is better than Crystal Burst. When carrying the new blade, the new Astral Imprint, output difference is smaller. Because the Newborn can convert part of their HP into attack. Yeah, because they saw it. It was just like, yeah, with the Newborn, there's not much difference. Okay. Although the total damage of the Astral Imprint is not good as the Newborn, the advantage of the Astral Imprint lies in the penetration damage. If you only look at the penetration damage added by the trait, damage of the Astral Imprint is much higher than that of the Newborn, not reflected in the table due to space limitations. Which means that in daily levels, a 5-star Astral Imprint may be similar or slightly worse than Newborn, but in the level environment with high penetration, such as enemies with high physical defense, physical damage is reduced, etc. And when Agatha uses skills with penetration damage, such as the initial skill, the instant charge, the damage of the Astral Imprint will be much higher than the Newborn. Okay. Can Kia take this? Haven't tested it. Was there much stuff here? I recommend Kia's sprinting should reset the steps. So it becomes when they add special weapons to all characters with low strength. I feel like special weapon is specifically for increasing health and penetration, suitable for Agatha above 4 stars. Doesn't Agatha have 2 styles? Stacking HP and stacking attack. Special weapon plus 20% life and damage. You can go Crystal Burst full to go with pure HP. Newborn and Hourglass go with attack style. The imprint can be separated. It said that special weapon can be stacked. Yeah, that's really weird. It can't be stacked. Shadow stat doesn't count either. Yeah, just looking at all of this, it doesn't feel like Agatha's Astral Imprint is really that worth it, right? We're getting a bit more HP. Just really if you wanted more piercing damage, that's it. And what's this gonna increase to? Like 9k, 10k? And we lose our, like, extra damage from attack. We become a bit tankier. So this is like, was it 13k without engraving? So if you do like the sword and wand, does increase a bit, or if you go double pentacle, you're hitting like 14, 15k. I know some people are hitting like 15k with really high engravings, but I don't know if you can be able to get that good for the new Astral imprint. Maybe you go 16k HP Agatha. What do you guys think? Do you think Agatha's Astral imprint is worth it? And to hit these movement, like that's 6 movement, that's 8, that's 10. I feel like it's so hard going to hit that movement, like especially if you want to hit every turn, right? Because it does only last until the end of the action. Yeah, I think it's just not worth it. I'll see you guys next time.